Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. If you're watching this, please hit the subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. It would help us out a lot. Stay tuned. We got a lot more for you in this episode. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Friday. Hope you're all having a great day. Been a wild day. Big Ron's been working on the truck. That's basically where we're at. I've been everywhere but here. And we're having some technical difficulties. I know you guys haven't seen the any shorts or any TikToks in the last couple days. My phone is full on storage, so I'm trying to get my phone upgraded at the moment. So more to come. We'll get that going again here in a second. But let me show you what Ron's been doing and where we're at, because he's actually done quite a bit. So Big Ron has been working up here. See what you can see. So he went ahead and poured 15. Everything you see in black is pour 15. He's done all of this, actually just did it. So it will be ready for us to put the new panels in. And this is all in preparation to get the new panels in. That's really what we're doing. Now I have managed to get from the center, this hump here, that way, pretty much ready for pours up under the dash and everything. I still have to do from here over and this section here. I got to clean this up a little more. You can see I did some of it, but I just honestly ran out of time yesterday. So, but everything else is ground down on the floor. Honestly, the pours can be done on the back of the floor here. I mean, there's a lot of things that can be done still, and I might end up doing here in a little bit. But we're getting there. You know, with our goal of trying to get this cab primed and the pours and just kind of getting it to where it needs to be on the inside. So that's where we're at. Big Ron's taking a break. He was working on the 40 Ford. Oh yeah, here's that other bracket that was inside. He went ahead and poured that, and so it's ready to go back in here tomorrow and get welded. It goes right there. So yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. This is what we're using. If you're curious, pour 15 gloss black. I like the gloss black. The flat black's alright, but gloss black, I always liked it better. Ron's been, he had one spot on the floor on the tunnel here that he just used the pours on his floor right there. So that's looking all pretty. And then, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So, here's your daily Volkswagen thing content. She's looking all pretty out here in the sun. Now, Uncle Billy Bob, I freaking love you, man. He's sending us 2 OEM corner markers that are in pretty good shape. And we're going to put those on here. When they get here, he shipped them, I think, yesterday. Uncle Billy Bob is one of our OG subscribers from back in the day. He's the reason that we have a deck lid on this. We swapped the tailgate to the Apache for this deck lid, and man, what a difference that made, because our deck lid had holes rotted through it everywhere. So really appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. This car would not be what it is without you. You know, something else Uncle Billy Bob came through on? 2 things. The front bumper brackets. Okay, I had the bumper, but I didn't have the brackets here that go back and mount to the car. He had a set and sent them to me. Heard me in a video saying that I'm looking for them and needed them. And next thing I know, they show up. And he also gave me directions and the bracket, the piece where the horn mounts, off of those as well at the same time. So
huge piece of the puzzle is Uncle Billy Bob here for this Volkswagen thing. So thank you again, buddy. Love you. I'm going to have some stuff coming to you here very shortly. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, guys, that's what we're doing. It's getting late, you know, but things are getting done. Big Ron's been busting his butt. He's got the front panel, which I believe is up here somewhere on top. So this panel here is pretty much really close to being able to go in. Now the thing is, once it goes in, it needs to go in, right? So, and that panel goes right here. Now, the reason we're pouring all this and doing all this right now is once it's a real bitch to get it in, okay? And once it goes in and once you get it to actually fit, we need to leave it in, weld it in and be done with it. The inside patch panel, which is this guy, is dramatically easier than the one that's on the roof right now. Because that one has to go in here at the right angle and all the things. It's got to fit, and it's got to fit in between all these brackets and down in this groove here. So it's got to fit all in there, and that's kind of a tall ask without doing some trimming and whatnot. But we're looking good. Hopefully, the hope here is, you know, tomorrow is the spring turkey run in Daytona. We were thinking about going to that, but I think we're going to skip it. And I think we're going to stay here and try to get at least this front patch panel in, if not both. And just see where we get. And try to push this truck farther down the road. Knowing we're going to lose a week here next week. We got to go to Cincinnati and help my brother. And I'm working on some videos for you guys as well for that. So stay tuned for that. But I won't leave you with nothing, I promise. But it'd be nice to have the inside of this cab, at least the patch panels in. Maybe if we get time, we can work on that back one and the one over the door here. Get that stuff sorted out a little bit. Maybe not. But at least try to get these big patch panels in so that we're in a good spot when we come back. You know, that's kind of the thing. So lots and lots of work. Lots of just not sexy work. It's grinding and paint rust removal and all the things, but it is, you know, unfortunately that is how this works. It you know, it looks worse before it gets better, and then it looks really cool, you know, and then it's like, oh shit, and here we go. But you know, so hopefully soon we'll have you know, this cab in white primer and epoxy and all this other stuff poured, and then the white primer, and it'll look really slick in here, and the dash and all this, and we'll be ready to. We'll get this track cleaned up here for the windshield. I did look up National Parts Depot, the glass. A front windshield is like $275, which is great because I don't have to pay for the shipping. I can just go get it since it's in Ocala. I have back glass, and I might use it. It's decent. But I do think, I was looking, they do have cozies, the whole assemblies, and mine are sort of okay. I mean, they're a little pitted and rough. I don't know. But you can buy this whole assembly with the glass in it done, bolted in with the new chrome and everything, and new glass. I think it's like $365-ish a side, which is steep, but when you don't have to put the glass in, and you don't have to deal with any of that, you just got to literally slide it in, bolt it on, that gets a little easier, right? It starts to not sound so bad. So, and since we're not doing power windows in this, we're sticking with the roll-up windows, and they work pretty good. You know, it makes this a little easier. So that's where we're at, boys. I'm gonna sit here and think about doing a little more pouring on this thing, and I'm gonna go change clothes and do that. I think I'm gonna hit some of this and this here and just get that done so that it's drying overnight, and then we'll get into some other stuff tomorrow. But stay tuned. I'll have some more for you here in a little bit. Okay, guys. So we got our pour 15. I'm gonna start. Actually, I'm gonna start up here and work my way this way. I'm gonna go all the way across.
guys, welcome back. So we're gonna wrap this up. It's about 6 o'clock. I wanted to show you what we got done. You guys watch me pouring the floor. I'll show you what the end result looks like. And Ron also did some pouring. I'll show you that. I don't know if I showed you already, but we'll take a peek see here. So here's the floor, all pretty. Now I only did to there. I didn't go up any farther yet. I will, but I still have some work to do here and up. So I didn't want to get too carried away. But we got all this to here. I didn't do the kick panels yet because I want to treat that before I do it. On both sides, I got a little more work to do there. But cab corners, where we welded the floors, just soaked it in. I dropped it down into there, into that trough, anywhere and everywhere I could. This will be next, but I want to run over it real quick and knock some of this down before I actually treat it. But yeah, guys, it's looking like something. We're getting somewhere. I mean, it looks really pretty. I mean, at the same time, you know, it's going to be covered in Dynamat and carpet and kick panels with speakers, and you're never going to see any of this. But it's there, and it's under there, and that's what matters. And this will save this floor, and it'll stop anything that's already rusting or has been rusting. It stops it right now. So, doing really, really happy with this. So that's what we got there. Big Ron did up here, and it's drying. Now, this is important up here because tomorrow we're going to try and install this panel here, right here. So we had to get all this cleaned up. He got back up in that crevice back in there really good. And then he also did the bracket, the support bracket. He took it out and we cleaned it up and pulled it. So looking good for this. Now tomorrow we'll be attacking this front panel. That's the plan. If it goes well, then maybe we'll start messing with the back panel, but we'll see where we get. We're not gonna, you know, get crazy. So I don't want to promise the world and underdeliver. So we're gonna start there. So there's that. I have a couple updates for you. Well, one's positive, one's, you know, what it is. The Chrysler 300. We have 300 updates, right? Back window seal. It's somewhere. Okay. I have, it was supposed to be here on the 15th. I've called the post office. They assure me they did not lose it. It is in transit from Northern California somewhere. And that's all they can tell me. So we're waiting. Hurry up and wait. And apparently a bunch of people, you know, don't work there anymore. So from what I'm understanding of it, what they were telling me. So they're understaffed and overworked and, you know, apparently whatever. I don't even care. I just want my window seal. So we're waiting on that. Now, something really cool that happened for it, because you got to understand, unicorn car, there really aren't a lot of parts for this. It's a one-year car. It's tough to get certain things, especially body parts, okay? And window seals, you know, they don't exist. But I found a guy on eBay, was selling a brand new in the box, perfect taillight assembly for the driver's side. And normally these are like 500 bucks. I offered him 150 and he took it. So it should be here next week, like the 28th or 29th or something like that. So we got a killer, like perfect chrome, brand new, off the shelf in 1963, still in the Chrysler Mopar box. Nothing wrong with it. The chrome, you got the yellow reflector bezel with the gaskets and the seals and all that. It's got all of it. So that's coming for this side, so which is great because I want to get this car up and running and I need taillights, and the ones I have are beyond bad. So now we just got to find a passenger, so hopefully a new one and some kind of
deal like we just got for this one, where we're not spending $500 for a taillight. I don't want to have $1 billion in my cars. You know, it's great if they're worth $1 billion, but I think the market's saturated with people asking way too much for their cars. But you know, and honestly, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm one of them. I have no idea. But that's where we're at there, guys. Really just trying to get some things knocked out. Things doing great. I do need to adjust the clutch cable in the back. Not a big deal, but it's a little loose. I need to tighten that up. That's literally a 20-minute job, if that. Probably take longer to jack it up and pull the wheel off than it would to do it. But I need to do that, and then I need to figure out my speedometer issue here. Speedometer cable issue. Whether it's the cable or is it the speedometer. I can hear it turning. Click, 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 click. Now, I know the speedometer cable is bolted into the back of the speedometer correctly because I just did it again the other day. So maybe something broke in the speedometer itself. I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out. And if it did, we'll just send it back to Mike and he can rebuild it and send it back, or just send me another one, or whatever. We'll figure it out. But that's a couple of the things I just wanted to take care of on here. The tick, 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 tick noise with the cable is more annoying than it is anything. So just want to get that taken care of. And the clutch, I just want to make sure we don't, you know, have trouble going into gears and all that kind of stuff. So, but guys, we're cooking with hot grease here on the Apache. Right now we're just letting it dry because it's definitely still sticky. But by morning we should be looking good. Now you see the stickers over here. I left them on. I didn't pour over them because I'm gonna pull them off of there. I probably should have before I did it, but I just went right up to them. I'll peel them off and then brush that in at some point. But yeah, it'll be very interesting to see this front panel on here, guys. Very interesting. It's going to change how this truck looks, because this was without a doubt, when you looked at this cab, it was like, it isn't horrible. But then you looked inside and you saw where it was cut out. It was like, Jesus, what is that? Where the mouse house was, you know. So this was the worst rust on the truck at this point. Might have been the worst rust on the truck, period, honestly, once we got into it. But definitely something we need to do. So that's where we're at. Things are happening. That's the goal. And I'm going to stop talking and have a beer. So you guys have yourself a great Friday night. And I will see you in the morning for more Apache. And we'll keep rocking on this. And I will bring you everything. I'll set up the camera and we'll go through step by step how we get this panel in and all that kind of stuff. So any of you guys that are thinking about doing it yourselves, you'll get to see how we did it, and maybe it'll help. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching Browns Riding Custom. If you're watching this, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the morning.